play your chosen MMO game is exciting, but when you finally start, your excitement can quickly turn into frustration. Guides are limited, but the mechanics are robust. So that's why I'm here. I would like to share my vast experience in Cabal Mobile to help you in creating your own monster. In this episode, we are going to talk about character creation, importance of stat point, how to get them, and suggested stat points for each class.
Here we go!
Creating a character is not that difficult. In Cabal Mobile, the free customization is quite limited. Class, gender, face, hair type, hair color, in-game name, and that's it. Now let's move to the importance of stat points. Every stat point can be assigned to strength, intelligence, and dexterity, and each stat point is used to improve a certain attributes. For example, in Force Archer class, if we put stat points on intelligence, it will improve the following attributes: magic attack, resist critical rate, resist critical damage, resist skill amp, resist knockback, and resist stun. This may look insignificant, but this will play a vital role in developing your character into a monster. In every 10 levels, a new quest will appear. It is called the Battle Style Level Up quest. And in order for us to do this quest, we also need to meet stat requirements. Last but not the least, in order to equip armors and weapons, you must meet a certain stat requirements as well. With proper stat distribution, you can save alts and get the best result you desire. Now that we know the importance of stat points, let's start getting them. In the beginning, you have 5 stat points, and every level up, it will give you another 5. Leveling up your skill rank also gives you a certain amount of stat points as well. Some items such as this amulet also gives stat points. And finally, depending on which server you are playing, you can get stat points on the collection page. Now with all those things in consideration, here are my suggested stat point distribution for every class. Take note, this video allows you to equip the highest available equipment in Cabal Mobile today. Let's start with the Magic class. For the Wizard, here are my suggested stats. For Strength, we put 77, and Dex 136, and the rest is to Intelligence. With this setup, we can gain the maximum damage possible. And if you find your Wizard dying too much, you can add more points to Strength and Dexterity. Strength 132, Dexterity 200, and the rest is to Intelligence. I don't suggest adding too much points to Strength and Dexterity as you will lose too much damage for your Wizard. For Dark Mage, the newest class in Cabal, I suggest to put 159 points to Strength, 136 to Dex, and the rest is to Intelligence. For some reason, some players choose to wear Crystal instead of Orb, and if you do so, you put 200 Dex instead. Adding more Dex also improves your survivability. Although I do not recommend using crystals to Dark Mage, it is also a good choice if you don't have enough money to buy orbs. Next is Force Gunner. For Force Gunner, we put 146 points for Strength, 200 points for DEX, and the rest is to intelligence. In this setup, Force Gunner can wear crystals and orbs. Next on our list is Force Archer. For Force Archer, we put 154 points for strength, 309 for dexterity, and max number to intelligence. With this setup, Force Archer can wear crystals and orbs as well. Now let's dive to the sword classes. First on our list is Force Blader. Depending on the attributes you are maxing out, you will be either Strength type Force Blader or Dexterity type Force Blader. For the Strength type, we put 309 to Intelligence and 232 to Dexterity, and the rest, of course, is to Strength. I do also suggest that for Strength type Force Blader, you use Crystal and Blade for maximum damage. For Dex type Force Blader, we put 309 points to both Strength and Intelligence, and of course the rest to Dexterity. I do suggest Orbs and Katana for this type of Force Blader. In case you want to wear Blade instead of Katana, you just need to put 340 points to Strength instead. For Force Shielder, I do suggest to use Crystal and Blade for your weapons. Put 309 to Intelligence, 200 points to Dex, and the rest is to Strength. Just in case you want to use Orb and Katana, which I don't really recommend, you put 272 points to Dex, 309 to Intelligence, and maximum number of points to Strength. For Blader, we also have two subcategories, Dex type Blader and Strength type Blader. For Dexterity type Blader, we put 386 points to Strength, 77 to Intelligence, put all the rest to Dexterity. For Strength type Blader, we put 386 points to Dex, 77 to Intelligence, and maximum points to Strength. Both of these subcategories can use either Blade or Katana. Next on our list is Gladiator. For Gladiator, we put 334 points to Dex, 97 to Intelligence, and the rest is to Strength. And last but not the least is Warrior class. For Warrior, we have two different setups depending on what type of weapon you are using. For Greatsword Warrior, we put 154 Dex, 77 Intelligence, and the rest to Strength. And if you are using Daikatana for your Warrior, we need to put 204 points for Dexterity, 77 to Intelligence, and the rest is Strength. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel, like the video, and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.